There are three things that aren't being done. There are pros and cons of them, but a key thing that's true about all three is they'd require a larger commitment from Congress. And I think that's a key factor why they're not being done. First is nationalization. There are those who feel that some of our largest banks are in so much trouble that the government really does need to just step in and say, you're effectively insolvent. As we do with other insolvent banks, we're taking you over, restructure you, and as we can, we'll get you back out there. I'm personally leery of doing this except as a last resort for reasons I've written about extensively. But it could be we're going to have to do it. And a problem we have now is there's no money to do it. We've largely used up the TARP money that's been authorized. We could maybe do one, but part of the problem is if you do one large nationalization, it's going to be difficult to stop at that point without taking out some others. A second thing that's been proposed is a so-called good bank, bad bank, where the government basically would take on much of the toxic assets. You need a lot of money to buy the toxic assets, even if you hope to get most of it back over time. Again, we don't have enough TARP money to do that. And the third thing that's been discussed, and one of my favorite options, is to allow the banks to keep the toxic assets if they really do believe in them, but force them to buy guarantees from the government so that we know that the value won't drop more than maybe another 10, 20%, whatever the cutoff is that we need.